Oh, not good. There we go. Hello everybody. Today's topic is going to be on sex drives and what to do with a high sex drive. Now, I know that both men and women have high sex drive. I can only speak on behalf of men. It seems that men's sex drive is a huge issue because today, well, not just today, because it seems that men put their sex drive before, well, I don't know, like everything. What I would consider to be a very apparent set of morals, although looking around I guess it's not very apparent because, you know, people don't seem to notice that. Guys don't. So, this is just my simple-minded guy's take on what to do with a high sex drive. Because guess what? I kind of do have one. And, well, it needs to be, you know, addressed. The first step, vitally important, is just accepting it. It's there. It is what it is. It's a part of who you are. Just, you know, I find myself feeling really guilty for having a sex drive. I really try to push it away. It's not going to go away, and repressing it's not going to make it work. With that acceptance, though, comes a level of responsibility. I think acceptance and responsibility go hand in hand. No matter what it is, anything that you accept, you have to take responsibility for. Guys really like to seem to blame women for their high sex drives. Which, I mean, everybody, I guess, except them knows that it's utter bullshit. But really, like, it's your actions, your sex drive. Like, take responsibility for that. If your sex drive is something that is so out of your control, then you really need to do something about it to bring that into control, because you've let it gone way too far. You know, it's the whole idea of building neural pathways and all that stuff. Like, if your thoughts, your words, your actions, they create habits and they start to define who you are. Accepting it is also important in the sense that once you acknowledge it's there, then you also realize that it's something that you sort of need to keep in check. If you're gonna go your whole life just saying, nah, like, that's, like, I don't have a high sex drive, it's just whatever, like, it's them, it's being a man, it's whatever, then, you know, you're not gonna exercise any amount of self-control. As far as gaining self-control, especially if you want that, there's, you know, your thoughts, actions, and attitude, really. And the things that you say affect how you think, they affect what you do. The things you think affect what you say, the things you do affect what you think, say. They're all intertwined. So, you know, you gotta start somewhere, and you gotta start building that. What's really helped me is meditation, and within that, the idea of being able to observe thoughts and feelings and just let them go. That is extremely helpful. It's great for, you know, all the negative thoughts and feelings you don't want. And it's great for simply when you're way too horny for your own good and you need to get over it. Then you just acknowledge, you don't push it, you don't create resistance, you just acknowledge its existence and you let it go on its way. Another great thing is having stuff to do, having projects, having stuff that you're passionate about, that you care about. You know, I'm all into my writing, music, and so forth, and when I really focus in on that, when I make those habits, all of a sudden I have stuff to fill my time. I have things of value to me, and I'm not spending all of my energy, my effort, or whatever trying to make love with my poor girlfriend, you know, who has enough on her own plate. So that helps a lot. And lastly, what may be most important is getting into the self-acceptance, like not just accepting your sex drive, but accepting yourself. I know for me, and it seems that, you know, most of the guys that I talk to, that there's a lot of validation in sex. That if somebody is willing to have sex with me, that says a lot about me. You know, that says that somebody wants me, that I'm doing something right. You know, in this case with my girlfriend, that I'm actually, like, you know, being a good boyfriend, that I'm worthy. I think that's maybe a big thing that guys go on about, is that they want to be worthy of girls having sex with them. That self-worth is challenged when girls don't have sex with you. You know, in the case of my girlfriend didn't want to have sex with me, I'd be like, what the hell am I doing wrong? It could have nothing to do with me. Most likely it has nothing to do with me. She's tired, going through something or whatever, but because my self-worth is so intertwined with having sex, that it feels like an attack on my validation. And that may be what it boils down to, you know. I have yet to talk to any guy about sex and felt that there was no, you know, validation in it whatsoever. And so that might be like probably the biggest reason why our sex drives get out of control. And I mean, this probably even applies to a lot of girls out there too. I don't know, I can only speak from my experiences. It's ridiculous. It is. But I understand the sentiment. Like, I kind of know that feeling. And it comes from somewhere, you know? So the big thing is just find your own validation in yourself. And really, if that's what you're looking for, you're not going to find it in sex. If I'm feeling good about myself, right, I feel like I'm a good boyfriend, you know, a good person, all that, and I don't need sex to validate that, then saves a lot of frustration, a lot of energy. I can have a pure relationship with my girlfriend, with myself, with sex. And that's really like what it comes down to, you know? Like, so to the guys out there, I understand, right? Like, I feel you. It's really important to keep yourself in check, to you know, stand up for doing what's right. I see where guys come from, you know. I don't agree with everything that's done. I think that there's a lot of fucked up shit out there. But I think maybe like the core sentiment behind all of that I can relate to, and that there's things that can be done, right? Like, there's some hope. Like, we can actually gain control and become part of the rational human family. Be somewhat nice. So, that's that. Let me know what you think. Sorry that this is really specific on men and specific towards women, because that's, you know, my experiences. But hopefully, if that's not where you're at, then you can still find something in this video. Either way, you guys have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.